Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, just say hi. Also, if you would like to get more videos just like this one, please consider subscribing. I bring you DIY videos with Dollar Tree products along with upcycling products from the thrift store. So if you like budget-friendly DIYs, please hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the bell icon, you will be notified every time I upload a new video, which will be at least 2 times a week. And remember to like and share this video if you find it helpful or enjoyable. It lets me know what to make more videos of, as well as helping my channel grow. So what will we be making today?
Okay, today we are going to do a trash to treasure. A friend of mine is getting ready to sell her house, and she asked if I would take an old wreath of hers and refresh it for her. I just basically took off everything that was on it and started anew. I think I kept one thing that was on it, and that's what I did. So that's what we'll be doing today.
If you'd like to know the supply list, check out the description box below. And without further ado, let's get on with the video.
Okay, so let's see the wreath before. So this is what it looked like. Yes, it is very sad. When she brought it into work to show me, I was like, oh my goodness, let's just take all of this off. So that's what I did. So let's prep the wreath to get ready to refresh it. So basically I'm just taking everything on the wreath that is there right now, and I'm just pulling it off. The one thing I do like, I like those bigger leaves. I thought they were kind of nice, so I planned on keeping those. Everything else I tore off. I also got in those little grooves and crevices of those grapevines and try to get off as much of the hot glue as I could, just in case anything would show. You know, I doubted it at that point, but you never know. So I just kind of went inside of there and pulled off what I could. The great thing about hot glue is, you know, if you want to refresh something or change something around, it's very easy to just pull it right off. Okay, so let's get out the flowers that we plan on using. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be using those larger leaves. I liked those, and I think they look cool with the grapevines, and the scale is perfect for the size of the wreath. So I am cutting off some of the stem where there's some hot glue and some other yuck that's on there. I get out the flowers I plan on using. Now, I got these from the Dollar Tree. I love the color of them. They are kind of peachy orange. I almost feel like they have a neutral effect to it, but yet it's a pop of color at the same time. They are dahlias, and I feel like for an open house, they'll add that cheeriness, that happiness as you're walking in, and it just add a pop of color on the front door. So right now I'm pulling up the leaves because I like when the head of the flower has leaves right behind it, especially when you are gluing them onto a wreath. So I just cut the stems on all the flowers. Now I'm just kind of laying them out to see kind of how much room I'll need, and then I plan on gluing on the leaves first because I want those underneath the flowers. They are the base of the flowers. I thought I was going to use those, but I did not like them. They were too like neon greeny with those peachy orange flowers. This I do use is the Queen Anne's lace from the Dollar Tree, and I love the way they look with the peach dahlias. So right now I'm doing the same thing. I'm pulling up the leaves up towards the top of the to the top where the Queen Anne's lace is, and I'm cutting the stems. So you can see how I am, oh, that one must have fell off. So I'm putting those two together. So I wanted to have a leaf right up towards the flower base. I am hot gluing on the leaves. Now remember, like I said, I do not use E6000 on this or the Fix-All because I don't want it to be that permanent. If at some point she wants to refresh this again, she can do that. You know, styles change, your decor changes, Sometimes things get really gross and dusty. You want to be able to take off the leaves or the flowers that are on there, the bows, what have you, and refresh it. So this gives you that option when you use hot glue. Now, I am using 5 flowers. I like to use items in odd numbers. Not always, but a lot of times. So a lot of times I'll do 3 of something or 5 of something. If I go to the Dollar Tree, I end up buying 3 vases, or I will buy a set of 5 because I just like odd numbers. Now, if something else is in a square or something like that, I might use 4, but I do like odd numbers. I am actually gluing some of those Queen Anne lace flowers onto the wreath because I know they are going to be under the peachy flowers. And I can always go back at the end if I want to add some more, but I'm just adding my base first. They're so pretty. I love those. Okay, so now I'm going in with my flowers. I'm kind of laying it out, and then I'm going to go back and put my hot glue. Notice I kept some of the stem on because I like to kind of like insert it in between those grapevines. It gives it a little extra hold. I am cutting that one a little bit. It was a little long. And another thing I did is sometimes, oh, I lost one of my flowers. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so I glued on the leaves. Did you see how I did that? I glue it on to the flower base because I don't like when it's like pulling away, and I didn't want it to like flop off the wreath when it's on her door because that would be not good. Now I'm just going back and seeing if there's any spare space that I would like to add some of that lace in again. And that's what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is just kind of hold it up, see what it's missing, and also see if anything is going to be like flopping off. I kind of like pull at the leaves and the flowers to see if anything will come off. So far, I love the colors on this wreath. It is so pretty. So this is garland. It is like a boxwood garland. It was $20. I got it from Hobby Lobby. Now it was 50% off when I bought it. So that was $9.99, $10. I will tell you, this lasts forever. It does. I just feel like it's the never-ending garland. I use it all the time, and I honestly don't know where it goes because it just keeps on going. It's crazy. So something like this, I always say spend that extra money because it will last you twofold over any Dollar Tree product. I have used that in so many crafts, and I love it because I just love the look of that boxwood. So always look for garland of something that you would like a lot of. I just saw a garland recently that I really want to get. I think it was Hobby Lobby or was it Joann's? It was a lavender garland and it was gorgeous. Like I loved the lavender on it. It looked so realistic. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that for when it's 50% off, and I will probably be getting that garland as well. I am now putting in a few of those garland pieces, which are boxwood, and I love how they're sticking out. I don't want it to be just like this uniformed little area right on the edge of a wreath. Like I don't want this like little sleeve on it. I want it to be jutting out and to have free form like nature would be. So I have some shooting out towards the middle of the wreath, and I have some shooting out towards the outer side of the wreath. I saw that big leaf that I have there. Did I say wreath before, or leaf? I don't know. It's late right now when I'm editing this, or doing my voiceover, I should say. I love this wreath. It is so pretty, especially compared to the before. She doesn't mind me saying that, by the way, because she felt the same way. All right, so now we're going to add the bow. Now, I never claim that I am a great bow maker. I think I do a very simplistic bow. Um, there are so many tutorials out there if you want a very fancy bow. So it's up to you. I took some of the Dollar Tree wired bow that they have. It's kind of that chevron white and gold. I love that, but this is all I had left. And I thought it looked really pretty with the peach and green and the grapevine. So I have enough to make 2 of the bow loops. I'm putting them on top of each other just to see how they look. So I'm hot gluing the first bow loop. Oh, you know, I can't even believe I leave all this in here because I look like a hot mess on video doing crafts. I really do. It's funny though. Okay, so I'm taking the second bow, the back of it, the bigger part. I cut a little piece off to use as the center of the bow. And I'm hot gluing the other loops. Folding up the center part. And I'm kind of pushing it around to see how far I can get it. That was fine. It worked fine. When I do a wreath bow, I really like to use a wired ribbon just because it's easier to manipulate and form. And like I said, I'm not that good at making bows, so it just makes it a little easier. I am taking this mesh ribbon and I'm going to use that as the background of the bow. So that's going to be like the tails and the back of the loop. So I cut a piece off to put towards the top and I'm hot gluing the center and I burn my fingers. You can see I'm burning right here because, you know, glue goes through mesh. And now I'm taking the other loops, doing the same thing. So now I'm going to have 4 parts of the upper. So I'm going to have 2 of the chevron and 2 of that mesh gold. And I'm putting them all on top of each other. The mesh gold ribbon is also wired. So, which again, I love anything wired. Okay, so at this point, I'm just kind of squeezing it together on how I want it. I'm taking a piece of twine and I'm going to wrap it around the center of the bow. Okay, so I'm going to tie it on the back really tight. Okay, now I'm going to take some more of that gold mesh and I'm putting it right between that twine again. And now I'm going to double and triple knot it. Okay, so and then one more. Yeah, one more. I will cut off that little extra of the twine and I will take that center piece and glue it on. And right now I'm just, oh, there, now I'm gluing it on. And then I'm just gonna kind of fluff it up. I had a little trouble keeping that center part on. So I put it on again and I'm taking like a little stick and I'm holding it there because it was too hot for my fingers. So I'm really holding it there a while because it kind of opened a few times. All right, so at this point I am cutting the tails to make them a little shorter. You know, in hindsight, I would have liked, I think, the whole bow to be that chevron print. I didn't have enough. I mean, I think this added a little extra element to it, and I think it looks fine. But overall, I think I would have just liked one color. But that's just me. All right, so let's primp our wreath to perfect it. So what I do is I kind of just ruffle everything around. I make sure all those pieces are staying on. I also make sure that there's no holes or there's no places that I could add a little extra something because it looks a little bare. And that's what I do towards the end. You're just kind of perfecting something that can never be perfect. Because in life, nothing is perfect. So you're kind of just making it to your liking. You know, and decor is all about your eye. What do you like? So let's check out the after. I love it. Look how pretty it is. My friend loved it so much. When I had it sitting on a chair, so when she came to school, she saw it sitting there and she loved it. And it is so pretty. I love the colors. I love how simple it is. I love that it has kind of a pop of color. Remember, if you like this video, please hit that like button. It lets me know you want more videos just like this one, and it also helps my channel grow. And if you want more videos like this one, remember to subscribe. Once you do, please hit that bell icon and you will be notified every time I upload a new video. If there's anyone you know that would like to make something like this, please share it with them. And I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I love talking to you guys in the comments. You guys have been so awesome. I love meeting all you new people. I love to share ideas with you all. So thanks again for everything. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.